Sports, in association with the Pete's, the season-long race for the 5-second round coverage of the Players. Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida for one of the Game Players Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. And let's go down to the first. The first tee for this second round. Frank, what's the mindset, do you think?
Has to be, hopefully, like yesterday, where they played extremely well. If we get another carbon copy of that, we're in for some real delight.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Frank, you want to get out of the gates quickly, hit the proper approach shot here at the first. What does the player need to look out for?
Well, there's two distinct levels to this green. There's that left side and then that collection area to the right side. Flag on the top, it's a very, very difficult shot because that bunker plump comes into play.
This is a good-looking shot. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Great start.
Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it miles down there. Anything that turns a little to the player's left certainly helps. There are some trees down the left side. Just want to avoid those. He's loading up on it.
Look at the corner there.
That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. And he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine. Chance for back-to-back.
Oh my gosh, that hurts. Oh man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, amazing how this hole has gotten away.
Yeah, he's not Robinson Crusoe. Happened to everybody that's played this game.
Just a couple of feet.
In this situation, Richard, bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker to your back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful. Surely not.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. And getting ready for the putt. That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. Frank, how important is positioning off the tee here?
Well, we saw a positional tee shot at 1 and 2. This is another one here at 4.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Setting himself up for a good weekend, the wily golf instructor makes his birdie. Frank, the golf course toughens up right here at the long par 4 fifth.
Yeah, when you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, little left to right.
Excellent looking shot here. Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Now the second shot here at the fifth. What's the best play here, Frank?
If the flag's back right, there's nothing wrong with being in the middle of the green. Actually, nothing wrong with being in the middle of the green no matter where the flag is. Should be safely on deck.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Good par. Hole number 6. I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot, heading through that chute to the fairway. Starts to open up and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4. So if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
In.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Trying to make yet another birdie. Not a problem from there. Right in the middle. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for two reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side. Oh, I liked that.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Really some strong winds out there today, and we can already see the effects on some of these shots. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Drops it in for birdie. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
How did that not go in? Now, putt for par.
These putts keep the round together. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 ninth hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2. Gone are the days where it was a true three-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that 3-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? Still one of the best shots I've ever seen.
What a turn of events. Just turned this round upside down. Started off slow, but then managed to pick up the pace and back on track now.
Took off the face. Oh, that's fine.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Setting up for an approach shot here. Safely aboard. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now on to one of the most exciting back nines in golf here at the TPC Sawgrass and the Stadium course. Let's begin at number 10. Frank, and what do you make of this hole?
It's another one where you're just trying to fit the tee shot in the fairway there. It's not a driver, just something that stays right. And, of course, we've seen a lot of people stray here down the left side. Who can forget Mickelson when he won his Players' Championship, hitting that phenomenal 7-iron out of the fairway bunker, through the trees and still finding the putting surface. But speaking of the putting surface, this green has more undulations than just about any green on the golf course. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I have ever seen. Just let it rip.
Smoked that one.
Ooh, he squeezed that one, Frank.
That is the champion of the mashes. He mashed up. I don't know if that button can be used again after that.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Par yesterday. Now for birdie. All right, good putt.
The rhythm of that stroke. Didn't try and bash it in the back.
Hole number 11, 558 yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday and trying for another one today. That's good work by the former PGA teaching professional, one of the best instructors in the country, with a birdie, and now inside the cut line. Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. This drive down the left side, Frank.
Yeah, it creates a blind second shot because of the mounds in front, so a little bit of guesstimation coming up here, but still only a short iron. Should be safely on deck.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. So has the par. Moving on to the next hole, and the lead, Frank, is very much intact. One of the great things of par 3's different yardages here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, historically in this great championship, 14 has proven to be a pivotal hole.
Everybody focuses on the finish here, but you're absolutely right, Rich. This can be an absolute scorecard wrecker because if you spin your drive left, the drop back, perhaps on the ladies' tees, you can make 6 in a heartbeat. You try and air to the right, you can make 6 from the mounds. So a good drive down 14 gives you a chance for that fast.
And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there. Good tee shot right in the short grass. Frank, halfway home on maybe the toughest par 4 in the golf course.
Yeah, for some reason, for such a big green, it's always hard to get that second shot close.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
This is an awkward length.
Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Good effort, good par putt. Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's 2 little pop bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Headed to the right, just a tad. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. He'd settle for par here. Getting set now over the putt. and he makes it for par. Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Through the years, Frank, there have been 6 aces here at 17.
But it's hard to imagine that the last one was back in 2002 by none other than the most interesting man in the game and probably the most interesting par 3 in the game.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. 10-foot putt left.
You'd like that one again?
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
And he's putting for par now. Final hole
isn't done yet.
Excellent looking shot here. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Now the approach shot here to 18, just one last good swing, Frank.
There's a little false front here that you have to avoid, so something that pitches over that right bunker that lands a good 10 or so yards on this green is certainly the desired goal.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Bang! Has it. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.